Welcome back, my loves, and if you're new, welcome. Today we're going to make a daisy wreath. It's going to be a quick, easy DIY. We probably could have made this in the spring, but I didn't see these flowers in Michael's in springtime. So when I found them, I was like, I still have to make a wreath with these flowers. So you can go ahead and still put them up now, and then you can always bring it out again next year. So sit back, relax as we make this daisy wreath. Now this 14-inch wreath came from Michael's and it was $6.49. And then we're going to use this tall green eucalyptus from Michael's, which was $9.99. Now we're going to take this one bushel and we're just going to cut it down. So we're going to cut this down to several pieces. And once we have it cut down, we're going to go ahead and put it to the side. And then I'm going to grab some floral wire. Now this part is optional. You don't have to do it. But when you're using a grapevine, sometimes they need to be pulled a little tight in my eyes. Now, if you don't cover the whole wreath, then I would not suggest this. And believe it or not, you can find floral wire in the Dollar Tree. You can find it in different colors. I found it in green, red, purple, and gold. So we're just going to go ahead and take the wire. We're going to attach it to the wreath. And once we have it attached, we're just going to go ahead and take it throughout the wreath. And when we get to the end, we're going to go ahead and attach it to the piece that we cut and tie it together. We'll take the end pieces and tuck it into the wreath because that will be the back part of our wreath. We're going to start adding our greenery into our wreath. And what I'm going to do is place it around the wreath before I hot glue it into the wreath. So this way we make sure we like the way the picks are laying in the wreath. And then if we don't, we could always take it back out. So this way we won't have a lot of messy glue. So you can go ahead and hot glue it in as you go, or you can just go ahead and place your flowers throughout the wreath. And then once you like the way the wreath looks, then you go back, take it out, and add the hot glue. So I was really glad that I did not hot glue the greenery in because I ended up not liking the way it looked. So all I did was go back and just cut all the pieces down and added the pieces in that way. And then I went on ahead and hot glued it down. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and cut our daisy picks apart. Now I got two of these from Michael's. They were $19.99 with 40% off. And all we're going to do is cut our bundle down so that we can add it inside of our wreath. I'm going to do the exact same thing with the picks. I'm going to place them throughout the wreath, make sure that I like it. Once I have them situated the way I want, then I will go back and add the hot glue. Now, with the grapevine wreaths, if they're really tight, you don't even have to add hot glue. You can just go ahead and place your picks in, make sure they're nice and tucked inside. And then this way, once you're done with that season, you can pick your flowers off, put them in a sandwich bag. I always put my flowers in a sandwich bag. And then you can use the wreath again. So make sure when you're going to Michael's or Hobby Lobbies or wherever you get your grapevine wreath, try to find one that's really tight together. If not, you can always take the floral wire and wrap it around and pull it tight. And if your stems are too long, just always take them out and just go ahead and cut them down to size. Now, as you can see, we can just go ahead and take our second bundle and we're going to do the same as we did the first one. And we're just going to go ahead and cut it down to size so we can place it inside of our wreath. Now, as you notice, as I'm going around this time, I'm just going to go ahead and put hot glue on the tips and just start placing it inside of my wreath. And I also didn't care for the flowers, so I did take them out, but we're going to use them. We're going to hot glue them in later on once we have all our flowers in. I really enjoy using bundles of flowers because you can cut it down the way you want. You can pick and choose what flowers you want to put in your wreath, and they're less expensive than buying a whole bunch of flowers. Especially if you're like me, sometimes I can't get the colors right. So when I see bundles that I like, I go ahead and grab them. As you can see, I just took the greenery that we had from before, put a little hot glue, and then I'm just going to place it throughout the wreath. Anywhere where I see a lot of little wood or I feel as though a flower could have went, we're going to use our greenery. We don't throw stuff away. We can just go ahead and take them pieces and add them to our wreath. Now this little bouquet also came from Michael's. It was $9.99 with 40% off. I know by now Michael's probably done took all their flowers to 80% off, 70 to 80% because they move kind of slow. But when you find the flowers, even if you can't use them this season, go ahead and grab them, especially when they go to 80, 90%, and put them up for next year. So we're going to do the same thing to this little bundle as we did to the others. And we're going to go ahead and cut it down and we're going to add it in our wreath. Now you can stop with just the two bundles of the daisies, but I just wanted to add a little purple to our wreath. So I'm just going to go ahead, add some hot glue, and stick these purple flowers throughout our wreath. I hope everyone is doing well and having an amazing day. What is your favorite season? I think fall would definitely be my favorite season because it's not too hot and it's not too cold. And then we get to have pumpkin spice coffee. So leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite season is. And I will definitely miss fall living here. I won't miss winter, not at all, but I will definitely miss the fall season. So I decided I had to add a little more purple, a little darker purple. So this purple bush came from Michael's. They were $3.99. We're going to use three of them, and we got them for 50% off. Now you can stop. You don't have to add these flowers, but I just wanted to add more color. And I take these wreaths, I put it on my door for at least 2 to 3 months before I change them out. And then I have the wreath bags and the containers, and I take my wreaths and I place them inside. And one thing you can do, you can always just bring a wreath out that you had last year and maybe add some more flowers to it or add a bow to it if it didn't have a bow. You can continue to use these wreaths. So, like I said, always wait till Michael's or Hobby Lobby put them on sale before you purchase them. And we're just going to add a little hot glue and then we're just going to add these flowers to our wreaths the same way we added the other flowers. And what are daisies without butterflies? I told my daughter that these packs of butterflies cost $3.99 here and that I was not buying them. So when she sent me a box, she sent me a couple of packs of butterflies from the dollar store for $1.25. So we're going to go ahead and add some of these butterflies to our wreath. Once we have them in, we are done with this easy DIY daisy butterfly wreath. Well, my loves, thank you for stopping by and spending time with me. I really appreciate it because I know there are other things that you can be doing. So thank you for watching my video. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because we would love to have you here. If you're returning, you are truly appreciated. I want everyone to have a blessed day. And remember, it costs nothing to be kind. And we will see you in our next video. Bye for now.